Hey Phil, what's up? This is Ian. I decided to make a video for you, just so you can see everything about the car. I just washed it up, and these are the new wheels. Well, they were on there before, but they're 15-inch ES wheels off a Protege. It's like a 99 2000 Protege. Excuse me, but I just always thought they looked really good. It looks better black on black, but anyway, these are the tires. They're Toyota Extensives, and they're all seasons, but they're really good tires, and made in Japan. But they got pretty good tread all around, and the car looks pretty good. It's really hard to find a black on black, but I found one, and she looks pretty good. I just cleaned her up, but I'll try to give you a whole action shot here, and then we'll do a close-up. There you go. And as you can tell, the body's pretty straight. I mean, you could tell just by the fender line gappings and the hood gaps. I mean, they look perfect. It's one of the main reasons I bought this car. The body was just awesome. Most of these cars aren't really kept well body-wise. But those are the glass headlights, by the way. Got them from a guy in Poland. You can see they're Koito, and they're Japanese. But they're real nice. I like them because they, and these are glass too. They don't, you know, they don't fog up and whatnot. I did rust proof these wiper arms. They're rusted out, but I have something called Pore 15, and it gives you a real nice coating. It turned out real well. So here's all the surface rust I see. You got the sunroof right along here. It's not too bad, mostly just surface rust, but something, you know, that's important in a state or a country you live in where it might rust more. But it's just a little bit along there. And that's pretty much it for the sunroof or the roof. Then along here in the windshield, there's a little bit of surface rust. Nothing too bad, no bubbles really. Just a little bit of surface rust. And I don't think there's anything on the other side. I think it's just on the driver's side. Yeah, the passenger side still looks pretty good. So, and this is, the plastic retainers are still in here. These are always missing for me whenever I have a Protege. But these are all really good. And nothing else on the roof. Let's see. I don't think there's anything. Oh, this is the only body damage. It's these little, I thought these were removable, but apparently they're part of the chassis. It's just a little metal lip that goes underneath the tail light. That's the only thing that's messed up. The bumper is pretty good still. It doesn't really move or anything. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and check it out inside. These are the door panels. I got these from Poland actually, and they're just real super clean. These are missing because I had a, this is a 91, and the 91s didn't come with these little courtesy lights, so I have them, but you just have to wire them up. I swapped out power windows for an auto button. Company makes remanufactured, you know, little power switch main controls. Really nothing wrong with the doors at all. This one does close a little funny. It doesn't have a solid thud, but it doesn't sound horrible. No rust along here in this little pinch area here. You know, it's real good. I usually see rust in here, but no problem. This is someone actually wired a push button start here. I didn't take it out, so I just left it in there. No rust really underneath the chassis. This is actually a carpet I took out of a different Protege. It was so clean and black, I actually swapped it out. And I got to see the entire bare chassis floor and there was no rust, so that was awesome. Nothing under here. You know, those foot pedals do get a little surface rust, just from people having wet feet, from my experience. But nothing crazy. Let's see. Nothing really here. These are the GTX seats. These were actually a pain in the butt to install. You have to swap the entire cushion, the seat pan. I mean, it's a huge job, but the benefit is you get tilt support, unlike with the GTX seats. So you got that USDM LX, seat pan adjustment. But these seats are just amazing. I mean, I love these seats. The only negative, really, on this interior, show you everything. This I did a real good job mounting. It's real secure. It's one of my favorite Pioneer units. And it's green. It matches the instrument cluster. This is an EDM cluster, so you can wire up rear fogs. And it doesn't have the auto belt mechanism, brake or light. And then I got the EDM vents, which, man, these were a pain to install, but they're so cool. It took me a while to find these, but got those all installed. The dash is like awesome. I mean, I can't believe a black dash is this good for Florida, but there it is. And then this roof is a little janky. It's just such a light color, cream color, and it's just real dirty. It's got a couple rips here. And then, like I said, the only negative for the interior is, unfortunately, in America, we got these horrible automatic belts, and I swapped these out with a Canadian belt set, as I'm sure you know. But you have to trim the USDM plastic A-pillar, and I didn't do that, so that's the only thing this guy's missing. But other than that, it's just a dirty headliner, really. And these seats are just so cool. I love this pattern, and they're in such good condition. I really lucked out with those. As you can see, the back matches. I got a lot of sunlight there, but let's see. Got your cup holder, nothing too fancy. Glove box is good. Close is fine. These are actually new speakers, brand new Pioneer front speakers, 6x9s. Here's the original quick reference guide that I got with the car. Pretty cool. Just showed you all kind of stuff, and I got the original owner's manual. I love these seats, and I love this door panel fabric. It's just awesome. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for the inside. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll start it up. And then, there's a crack right there on the glass. Nothing too major, but there's one right there. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for the inside. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll go check out the trunk. So the trunk does have a little tiny leak right there. So you got some water right there. And I think it might be because the this plastic or rubber whatchamacallit, seal just needs to be replaced. But this whole thing I rust proofed, actually. That's why it's so glossy. I just rust proofed the entire thing. So really not going to rust out at all. And I checked everywhere around. These seals are still pretty good around the taillights. Those like to rust. But, oh, that's blurry. But it's pretty good. There we go. Real clean, there's usually a lot of rust around these nuts and just this gasket leaks and yada yada yada, but spare tire and everything will be, is awesome. It's just real clean in here. Like I said, I haven't seen any rust or any signs of any rust. And here's the real strut towers. Now I don't think these have camber adjustment. I could be wrong, but they do have a hard and soft dampening setting. That's that knob. But I really do like those coilovers. They're some of my favorites. I'm not sure the spring rate, but they're just real good. I guess while we're here, we can check the under chassis. Here's muffler's pretty old, but not rusted out or anything. Here's the underside of the trunk. Usually this is pretty rusted here, but it's pretty clean. I left the plugs out so the water can drain. That's pretty good. And here's the rear trailing arms, rear subframe. I mean, no rust at all. I think it actually has a rust-proof coating. That's why you see that that stuff on the sway bar and stuff. But as you can see, I mean, it's really clean underneath. It's a little bit of surface rust right there, but nothing broken. Everything's in pretty good shape. You know, exhaust brackets are still good, and there's a little bit of a hole there from I think it was some rust, but that was before I coated it, and you know, just needs to be sealed up a little bit. But I mean, really, this whole, you know, the gas lines or the fuel pipes don't have any rust, which I usually see a lot on cars. And here's the strut towers. They're a little wet because I just washed the car, but I think you can see everything that you need to.